Your discretion is advised.
We are back. As always, I'm with Dark Quartz.
The Dark One.
And Grande Dravyn.
Hey, that's a big Dave in English.
And of course, I am Molasses.
You are the Molasses, a.k.a. Dravyn Grimes.
Yeah. So we're probably going to be running a little long today. The first time we recorded in 7 days.
That's what she said.
In the Baja.
In the Baja.
Let's go ahead and get the pleasantries out of the way. Gentlemen, have y'all been this week?
Nothing too crazy. Been a long week and been looking forward to recording, so hopefully this will be a good one.
Yep. What about you?
I'm doing okay.
I need you to get the cock out of your mouth.
I'm doing okay.
That's better.
No cock was present in the mouth.
Oh, no cockles?
Nope.
Absolutely
Sucks
not. For you, man.
Not.
I'm sorry. Oh, where do we begin?
Where do we begin?
We've got quite a bit to cover today. So
Let's start at the very beginning.
If we want to start there.
Very good place to start.
The time I was in my father's nutsack.
Down in the Baja.
There we go.
The Baja.
That's what we call this nutsack. The Baja.
Well, Dark, didn't you say there was a show or something you were watching on television that they actually said down at the
this
Baja?
over there.
Oh, we're caning already, huh?
Before I use it as a weapon.
So, yeah, we were watching The Rookie. And they kept referencing they're doing this undercover job in the Baja.
In the Baja.
They kept referring to it as down in the Baja.
Down in the Baja.
In the Baja. You know, I'm waiting for like blue lightning or fire to start surrounding that skull you're holding. You know, it looks like it has that presence. Yeah, exactly.
We haven't found the Necronomicon. It's
The
still
power
stored somewhere. So
That's it.
give them time.
Give him
Between the
time.
couch lock and the guitar picking, he'll get to
He'll
it.
get it.
I think some glowing blue eyes would look pretty.
There you go. We can work on that.
We still got those red ones that we had.
That won't go.
Oh,
Won't go in there.
anything's possible with a hammer.
That's true.
Yeah, we kind of like it to still light up afterwards, though.
Yeah. This is very
I'd
true.
like it to still look like a skull by the time we're done.
Okay, I got another one in the car.
Scoliosis.
It's a little shorter, but it works.
It always is.
The cane, not my cock.
I was going to say, that's my line all the time. It's shorter, but it works.
Any fucking way. So,
The
the news since we've been gone.
Jeez.
Let's go ahead and just get all that out the way so all the fun stuff can happen later.
That's right. So the Supreme Court struck down Trump's tariffs, and he was none too fucking pleased about it. He talked them fucking justices up and down like they were garbage. He's just a fucking toddler.
Didn't he do that? That little, I don't know if you want to call it a press conference or whatever the fuck it was. Wasn't he doing that while like inspecting this brand new private jet that whoever the fuck was in Qatar fucking gifted to him?
I'm not sure. I know that they gave him a $400 million jet that he wants to spend $1 billion to retrofit into the new Air Force One. But I think he plans on taking it with him when he's done in office, so I don't know what the fuck he's thinking.
I don't know. But from a collector's, those tariffs have been killing me
Oh, everybody.
as far as what I want to, collect and stuff.
Right.
I mean, legitimately, what I would normally spend $85 for shipped from China is like fucking $160 to $175.
Almost double, more than double.
And it kills me because there's so many things I want to pick up that I still got in my cart. So
Right.
Right.
but I just can't pull the trigger on it because it's literally double the price, and I can't justify spending double the money for it.
Sure.
Well, here's a question. If you put it in your cart and the price goes down, is that reflected or does it stay at that price in the cart?
It's reflected.
It is reflected. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're just kind of holding and waiting.
So think of it kind of like Amazon.
Got it.
If it goes on sale, or
Mhm.
if it's like close to Amazon Day or whatever they call it, or if it's like Black Friday coming up, and you go ahead and put that stuff in your cart because you know it's going to be on sale.
Uh-huh.
When you load your cart up, the updated prices come up.
Okay, cool.
And trust me, I check them daily.
Mhm.
They don't fucking move.
They don't move.
Yeah.
So, did the justices say that it was unconstitutional? I'm not aware of this story. So.
Yeah, the way he went about it was unconstitutional.
Okay.
The problem is he thinks he found another loophole,
Got it.
so he reinstated another 10% tariff worldwide.
I thought it was 15.
It was 5 already, so we added 10%.
So it is 15 total.
Yeah, 15 total. So we're still going to be dealing with that shit, and there's going to be another court case, and fuck. He's just going to
There's just
try everything he can without asking permission. And the fucked up thing is all he had to do to implement all of those tariffs was get Congress approval, and they have the majority in both houses. Like, he just wants to be able to do anything he wants to do without asking anybody.
so it's unconstitutional because he did not
Go to Congress.
go to Congress and get approval.
Yes, because they're the one who
Right, they have the
does
final-
taxes. They have the power of the purse.
Sure.
They have to be the ones to make that decision, and he could have easily gotten it passed because they're all his lapdogs. He just doesn't want to have to ask permission.
Understood. Okay, I'm getting the picture. But that also, I guess, according to the Constitution, that requires a second of the 3 parts of our government. So he's the executive. Are they the executive too?
Who, Congress?
Yeah.
No, they're legislative.
Yeah. So it has to go through 2.
Well, yeah, he
get approval.
has to
Right.
go to Congress and seek approval for tariffs or new taxes or anything.
I got you.
And it's the
Gotcha.
way it's always been, and nobody's ever had a problem with it before.
Yeah.
You either make a compelling enough argument to get it passed through Congress, or you don't, and that's just the way it is.
Gotcha.
But
See, I'm getting my U.S. government, all that stuff I didn't get in high school.
It's all a fucking dumpster fire.
It is a
It is.
dumpster fire. Absolutely.
But polling has come out. Very interesting. So Trump won the 2024 election by essentially 1 point, 1 percentage point.
Okay.
If they reran the election today, Harris would win by 8 points. Like, demolished him.
Right. 8 times higher.
And it's amazing how
that's-
much favor you can lose in such a
Yeah.
short amount of time.
Well, it's been, what, a year now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, a year down the road.
Crazy.
Yep.
Figure out where my skull goes. There we
You
go.
got to have that correct position.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
pretty good.
Pretty good.
like it
Pretty
just-
good.
It's there.
Sandwich. We had quite the discussion about Vegemite sandwiches this morning.
We had quite a few good
We had some good.
discussions.
Yes,
Kind of wish we had a GoPro or something at the table this morning. We
we got to
Quite a
figure
few.
something out because we go to Grumpy's and we come up with just some amazing. Maybe we can just take a camera and stand and point it towards us so it's not facing any other customers because I don't want to involve anybody else who's enjoying their breakfast. And
I don't know if I had a GoPro on that lady this morning that just went to third base with a fucking fork.
Oh,
do what? Yeah, what did I miss? I missed something.
Okay, so you sat next to me this morning.
fork
Right.
fellatio is
We're-
what you
Pretty much.
Oh my
So-
gosh!
So
Forklatio.
the booth, 2:00 to us.
Yes. Okay.
There was a lady on the inside of that booth
Oh, that's
who
why.
I would consider attractive.
Okay.
You not so much.
Right.
And I guess she dropped
Bring me the thickness, she says.
Yes.
Dravyn Grimes thickness.
Yes.
Got
like molasses.
Ah.
But I don't know if she dropped
Cold molasses.
She dropped her fork into something. And instead of just, either licking it off quick or wiping it off, she went to the bottom of the fork and worked her tongue game all the way up the shaft
Happy fork, huh?
while holding eye contact with something.
Something or someone.
It was something in our general direction. It wasn't me. It wasn't you.
Right.
It was just something in our general direction. And she held eye contact and she made sure that fork was clean.
Clean the fork.
And I'm just over there like,
Was it sexy or
Yes.
gross or
No, it
disgusting
was
or it was
sexy.
sexy? It was all kind of Dravyn Grimes sexy.
yes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And it wasn't because it was food or anything like that. It was because I could be like, that's the skill that she had.
That's the skill set.
Like, I almost made you get up and go over there and shake that man's hand and congratulate him for what I know he's going to have in the next week.
At least. Gotcha.
Oh, the imagination of this man.
The sad thing is I had something that was kind of the same experience last week. Unfortunately, it didn't end the way I'd like it.
Okay, well,
had
let's listen.
had a lady sitting catty corner to me, and she was elderly, late 60s or so, and she was not your body style, but she was very healthy, and wearing some blousey type shirt. And I guess she spilled some food on her cell phone, and she picks up the cell phone. I am not kidding, and licks the screen with her tongue 3 times. Like, not once, not twice,
I was there for this.
but 3. Yeah, I don't think did you see it?
I don't. I
you
missed it.
didn't see it. So she licks the
Thankfully.
phone, right? This is not an attractive thing. I'm kind of in shock, staring over, licking the phone. And I thought, all right, that's really freaking weird, but she'll just put the phone down. Does not. Had a robust bosom and decided to pull her shirt forward, not exposing herself, but pulling it forward, and shove said phone. You know how the ladies will put it in their bra?
Yes.
Okay, she was putting it on the underside of the cup.
Oh God.
All right, you were not.
She was excavating.
You were
in that
not going to
shit, huh?
find that bad boy. Yeah, so I just.
Now, when you
Like-
say she's
No,
robust,
she was. No,
Do
no.
you-
Hold on. Hold on.
Go ahead, Dart.
He was wrong about her age. She had to have been mid-70s, if not more. Her old man was 80.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so she
Yeah.
had to have been mid-70s, and it was not a pleasant.
It was not. It was like, wow. So you obviously got the better view than I did there.
okay, because when I
Dravyn.
think robust, I think this for robust.
Who was that?
We'll talk off here.
Oh
Mhm.
my!
a
That-
new
that's-
picture,
That's yeah.
a new
yeah.
picture in the studio.
Robust. Here, let me see that again.
The problem with this scene, Dravyn, to clear it up a little bit, is there was a definite challenge of weight to gravity ratio.
I promise you, gravity is holding very well.
No.
there.
I'm not talking about the picture you're showing, Dark Horse. I'm talking about the traumatic experience that I was
He got that
that I was
bitch zoomed the fuck in.
exposed to. Yeah, like holy smokes.
Nilla,
Good
are you looking at the
Lord.
pores over there?
Yeah.
just inspecting. I mean, very nice.
Want to inspect that too?
Very nice.
Don't show the camera. Don't show the camera.
Oh, I'm not.
No, he
okay.
won't.
I'm not.
Keep us out of trouble.
Sorry for drooling.
How come you guys over there get all the good stuff?
Because we're on camera.
I know. I'm stuck behind the engineering board, the soundboard.
You're just the invisible man.
Just the invisible man.
I mean, have you seen your garbage pail kid?
I did.
How? Nobody else could see him.
Oh, Big Dave is transparent.
Translucent.
Anyway, what
So-
up? What? Go ahead.
So not that robust,
Oh, okay.
right?
Right.
Well, no, she was appropriately robust. This lady was old, broken down, robust.
Things that make you go. boom.
Oh, it did too. I was like,
And for some reason, she wouldn't shut up talking to us, man. Like, I don't know if I happened to catch eyes with her and like smile at like being friendly, and she took that as an invitation. But she talked to us. She stopped talking to her old man. He was just sitting there the whole time. She kept yapping at us, and I'm smiling like, yeah, that's great. Shut the fuck up.
trying to be
Yeah.
Okay, well, we all know this is a false story because this Nilla over here, I pointed under the table aggressively to dart cords, does not smile.
oh no,
makes-
he smiled. He had that please shut the fuck up smile.
Oh, it was that nervous one. I'm talking about naturally. Unless you say something
No,
misogynistic, he
her-
don't fucking smile.
Her husband just, you could just tell her husband just kept a straight face and kept his mouth shut.
he knew.
He knew
It was like
it was over.
It was a reprieve for him.
He was like, "Thank God, I gotta take a piss," and she won't shut the fuck up.
Oh.
What an experience! So the first time I've seen a geriatric phone licking.
God damn it!
Oh yeah,
There's
and that's
the
how it
name of
was
today's
too.
episode right there,
That's it.
geriatric phone licking.
Geriatric phone licking. We'll
Think
make
I
it-
won't.
It'll be the new Olympic sport.
God,
Absolutely
Speaking of-
crazy.
open up your phone Tuesday morning and be like, "Geriatrics phone licking,
Be the most,
talking shit 31."
They'll be like, "Why is 31 such a great episode? Why we got so many downloads? Y'all sick fucks."
Oh God.
Anyway, what else we got in the news?
What are the news we got, Big Dave?
Well, I'll tell you what. There's this one right here that's just. I'm going to give this guy the stupid award. Definitely the stupid award for the week.
Ain't Billy, is
So I don't know if you guys know it, but a lot of times President Trump will fly down to Mar-a-Lago on the weekends. So he'll spend the weekends in Mar-a-Lago. It's kind of a common thing for all of us in Florida. We know because they restrict flying in the air. They put up a temporary flight restriction. There's we're up on the north end of the state, but everybody pretty much gets it. So this dumbass comes down from Carolina, I think of South Carolina. On the way down from South Carolina, he goes and buys some kind of rifle. I think they said it was a shotgun. This just hit the news an hour ago. And he decides he is, I'm assuming, going to try and cause some harm at Mar-a-Lago. You would make the assumption that he was trying to maybe the president, because he's usually there on the weekends, but because of what's going on with Iran and the rest of the world and our military forces, the president stayed in D.C. from what I understand, or at least he wasn't in Mar-a-Lago. That's what they've said. So this idiot, as a car is coming out of the gate at Mar-a-Lago, he decides to drive in with a newly purchased, the box is still in his truck, according to what they say in the news, and has a gas can full of gas and a shotgun and gets out of his truck. Now, you have to understand, surveillance on Mar-a-Lago is insane. So the Secret Service, 2 officers, and a local sheriff who was working probably on the property engage with this gentleman, and they tell him put both the items down on the ground, and then to get away from the items and get on the ground, they were going to arrest him and stuff. He puts the gas can down, and then he raises up the shotgun, and of course the 3 officers, 2 Secret Service and 1 local law enforcement, they kill him.
Mm-hmm.
They shoot him. I mean, come on, you're in a restricted area. You got to be really stupid to choose the weekend that the president's not there, and
It's entirely possible, don't you think, that he was going there to commit cop-assisted suicide?
who knows? Yeah, it could be. I never thought of that. That could be another thing but
Yeah.
how stupid You know, I mean,
Although I guess technically you could walk up to any cop, pull a gun on them, and get killed.
I got news for you. If you do that, if you threaten law enforcement and then you retract or the wrong word, you get yourself inside a building or whatever, and then this is a lot of assisted suicide or cop suicides, suicide by cop. That's what
Right.
it's called, suicide by cop. You know, let's say that you threaten an officer and then you run into the bathroom at a gas station. Okay, well, now the law enforcement has time to get control of the scene, surround the scene, blah, 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 blah. You know, there's going to be a dozen officers there, you know, and a couple of them with high-powered, you know, rifles who are trained with high-powered rifles,
Sure.
former military, sniper, whatever training. And then you walk out of the bathroom with a raised weapon, you're done. I mean, that's it. You're done. So that's how a lot of these suicides happen.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe he just wanted to try and go out big, you know, Mar-a-Lago in the news and whatever. But it's just
Maybe
really
he
stupid.
was at the end of his rope, and he was like, if I can take out Trump too, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm really going to kill myself.
You know, regardless of your political views, I'm just going to make this statement, and this is a general statement to the audience. Regardless of your political views, this is not the time. We do not need to have a change with what's going on with Iran and all of that kind of stuff. Regardless of what you think, we are at the edge of a war-type situation. And ladies and gentlemen, although you don't think it's going to hit our dirt over here in the continental United States, we still have military folks over there, our folks, our countrymen, serving in the military, and I don't want any of them to get hurt.
Yeah.
I want them to all come home to their families.
Absolutely.
People don't realize, they don't understand. You know, a lot of countries, you are forced into the military. You have to spend a certain amount of time. Israel, Turkey, the list goes on. We are an all voluntary military. Okay, I swore an oath when I joined. It was completely voluntary, no coercion whatsoever, and it's been that way since Vietnam ended. So I want my folks to be careful over there. This is not the time to have something happen to our hierarchy, regardless of what you think about the politics. We need to be on point. Okay,
Yeah.
we don't need to have a hesitation. We don't need to be trying to swear other people in to take different positions. This is not the time. The next, I truly believe, 96 hours is going to be pretty critical because I'm watching the wind-up over there, and I'm getting, public information. It's not like I have an inside straight. I've been out for 35-plus years.
Right.
But this is not the time. So everybody just take a chill pill and
No, I mean, agreed. Like, let's stop any kind of political violence right now. I mean, the world's too on edge, and we have too many problems here to be exacerbating it by violence.
I agree. So I was reading down the list since this story came up just before we turned on the mics. I was reading down the list of successful and attempted political harm.
Thank you.
What was that? What was the word? What did I miss?
Exacerbate.
Wow, and I completely missed it. There's your quarter, Dark. Good for you.
Appreciate it.
Making that money.
Yeah.
Kicking them
quotas.
So anyway, that's my little bit of news.
Don't
At
spend it
least
all
that's
in
one
one
of
place.
them.
Can't even get shit out of a candy machine. We're less than 25 cents now.
You can't order a Coke.
You can get a gumball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A small gobstopper.
Yep.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's
but-
just crazy. In local news, out at the beach, they were having a festival. Out at Jack's Beach, they were having a festival.
Which one?
I don't know. It was some kind of festival. And I guess the phones it had nothing to do with the festival, but outside the festival at 3rd Street and Beach Boulevard.
I know
Okay.
exactly where it is.
The best known intersection at the beach in Jacksonville is Beach Boulevard and 3rd Street. It's where the lifeguard tower, I mean, everything is like right there. That is like the hub of Jacksonville Beach. I guess a group of individuals decided to do a takeover where they just all put on Facebook or Snapchat or text or whatever it is, and they're just going to take that intersection over. And so there was a takeover. I have no idea, who the individuals were or anything like that, but they just kind of took over separate from the festival, outside of the festival, and they just took the entire intersection over. Well, you know what happens. Somebody gets butt hurt along the way, and so they pull out a gun. A juvenile and 3 adults were shot.
Jesus.
Okay, on this presumed takeover. And they're all going to survive. Thank goodness nobody died. But again, now law enforcement is tracking cell phones, finding out who put this all together. This was an unsanctioned gathering, so to speak. And obviously it caused, I don't know if it was actually at the intersection or near the intersection, but there's no way it couldn't be spilling onto the street, either Beach or 3rd. So they're going after those individuals hard, and it's, again, I just, so stupid. So stupid. I'm not saying don't have a festival. Have your festival, but if you're going to have an unsanctioned festival, I know going back, good gosh, to the 90s when raves started, and I've never been to a rave. But I know that they happen in a field out in the middle of nowhere where it doesn't bother anybody else. It's not in the middle of a major intersection. So, again, I'm on a stupid kick this morning. I'm just sick of it. The stupid is just absolutely amazing. You don't have those rights. It's not a God-given privilege to disrupt everybody else's life. It's technically against the law, and you're going to pay for it in that manner. But just local news here in Jacksonville area, just, if it sounds like it's going to be trouble, stay away from it. Just stay away from it, because you're going to get caught in the net, so to speak. They're gonna find out who was there, and they're going to charge everybody accordingly. And it's just stupid. So, and we've had talks before how that affects everything. I mean, if you've got a record like that, you can't get a postal job. You can't go in the government. You can't do a government job. Most upper-end executive jobs are now gone, because they're not going to entrust you with any kind of authority, power, or monies for the good of the company if you've got that kind of situation, because it's a bad decision. And especially people over 18 who are legal adults, you're setting yourself up for stupid. Yeah. So get a little smarter. And, I'm sorry for the 4 people that got injured. I feel bad for them. I'm sure that at least 2, if not all of them, were innocent. Because when somebody pulls a gun out in a crowd, that you just have no idea what's going to happen. Anyway, so that's local Jack's news.
Well, a little bit of anecdotal local Jack's news.
Mm-hmm.
My wife works on occasion for this company that...
Anecdotal? See, I caught it this time.
Damn it. I'm going to clean you out today.
Better stop with the dollar words.
She works at this company that does the money that you make can be spent on boosters, like Booster Club for the kids' sports.
Oh, okay, cool.
So apparently the professional bull riders were in town last night at the arena.
No shit?
Yeah, I guess so. And bullshit, yes.
Bullshit.
She worked at one of the concession stands, and apparently right out in front of her concession stand, these 2 rednecks started fighting. And of course, it's like a high school thing. The crowd comes watching the fight instead of the fucking instead of the bulls. But apparently it did their selves. So there's
wonderful.
A fight in the PBR.
Fight in the PBR. Of course, that ended up in handcuffs. So another bit of stupid.
Oh, I'm sure.
Public disturbance, and then of course the assault and battery if they were both charged or whatever. But you're going down at least for public, whatever. Oh.
Anyhow, what about you, Dravyn?
What about you, Dravyn?
Well, we got a little bit of news over here.
All right.
Well, it's not really news. It's just something we found out yesterday. We can go ahead and talk about it today, though. You want to talk about stupid people? Let's talk about Ronda Rousey for a second.
Oh, wait a minute. Now tell me, who is Ronda Rousey?
She
A
was the most popular female MMA fighter.
Oh, okay.
She was basically brought women's MMA to the UFC and everything like that. It was because
Gotcha.
of her.
Cool.
And then she went to WWE for a while, and
Shit the bed.
I think her first year was surprisingly good. But
you
it
could
turned
tell
bad.
she was overprotected.
I'm sure. Yeah.
What do you mean overprotected?
Like they wouldn't put her in certain scenarios
okay.
against certain people that she could get hurt or something.
You know, it's a whole, and I'm the least experienced here, but it would appear to me that an MMA fighter versus a, WWE wrestler, it's a whole different kind of skill set because you're going from full contact.
Well, they made her wrestling style very MMA oriented.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad?
The only thing that she had to do that was strictly pro wrestling was like stuff on her shoulders and stuff like that.
Okay.
But she struck and used submissions for pretty much everything else, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
All right. So now I have an understanding of who this individual is.
I mean, she can. And anyway,
Yeah, well,
that's still the greatest transitional from MMA to pro wrestling, in my opinion.
I think so too. Yeah.
Have you seen that motherfucker, by the way?
Recently,
Yes.
he looks like a
roided-
very muscular octogenarian.
A very roided up Al Bundy.
Yes.
Yep.
He looks just like Al fucking Bundy. Yes. He's got to be what?
He's
got to be in his
early
near
60s.
60, and he's still fucking jacked. But it's like old man jacked, where like his skin isn't as tight anymore,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just like
That motherfucker's still a
sad looking.
beast. Well, fuck, he looks better than we do.
Well, that's true.
Shit.
The,
Motherfucker's a
the
beast.
trick to having, I know the trick because I'm over 55 plus.
Clothespins on your back.
Huh? No. The trick to it is as the skin loosens up, just keep getting fatter. That's what I do. I just keep getting fatter.
I think we're all on that same boat, sir.
Apparently.
Anyway,
So
this stupid cunt, Ronda Rousey, has agreed to a fight against, in my opinion, one of the baddest women on this earth
Yes.
and my future baby mama, Gina Carino.
Yes.
You laugh. Look up Gina Carino real quick.
all right, I will.
And
You
look at
keep
the-
talking. I'll look it up.
Look at the beauty of this woman.
She's so bad.
So hot.
And she was the first,
How do you
like,
spell Karina?
Carano. It's,
Careno.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hold on. Okay, there's no Kool-Aid man. We can continue.
oh, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, no, she's badass.
yeah.
But she hasn't fought in a long time either. She's been acting. She's in The Mandalorian, and
Yeah.
She was in the first Deadpool.
she was in the first Deadpool.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, she was so hot there.
So was.
Uh,
But anyway, they agreed to a fight.
mm-hmm. It's in May, and it's going to be aired on Netflix.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna go ahead and call Carano on this one.
Carino in the second round,
Yeah.
knockout. I'm putting up
So this is
$1 American dollar.
This is an MMA fight.
Yeah,
Yes.
So this is like going to be contact. Full
Oh, yeah.
contact.
and it's Styles. Forgive the pun. Styles clash
I knew it was coming.
because Gina Carano is a Muay Thai fighter predominantly, so she's a standing striker,
Yeah.
and Ronda Rousey is a grappler.
But if she can't get a grapple on her, if
Well,
Gina
her
can get those kicks,
losses,
Hmm?
Ronda Rousey's losses have been against strikers. Like she can't defend a head kick. You know,
For shit.
yeah,
Well, she can. She just defends it with her head.
yes.
that's happened to me a couple of times.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
that
I
old
stopped
saying.
his fist with my head, my
But
face.
if,
Okay, my face broke my fall.
But if Rousey can get a solid grip on her, it's pretty much over. Like if she can grab her long enough to do a judo throw and then get down on the ground and apply submissions, it's gonna be over.
It's gonna be over.
Well, I don't know because I've seen Ronda's training, still doing stuff for Ring of Honor and stuff. Like she does little gimmicks here and there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's lost that killer instinct, but I promise you, not going to be as crisp with her fucking judo throws or her submissions.
Oh, I'm sure not.
As with Gina, she's not stopped her MMA training at all.
Yeah, and her ground game may have gotten a lot better.
She's definitely
don't know.
She's definitely gotten more into jiu the last couple of years. So she may be closest thing we got to a well-rounded fighter versus Ronda. Either way, I'm still calling a knockout in the second round.
I'm gonna go Gina also. I feel if it gets to a second round, then it's Rousey. I think Gina could end her in the first round.
Well, it depends on how long the rounds are. We're talking about 2-minute round. I mean, that whole first round's just going to warm up for both of them.
I can't imagine it's that.
No, if they're doing standard, isn't it 5-minute rounds?
Three.
Yeah,
3-minute rounds?
3-minute rounds.
Okay.
Championship matches are 5-minute rounds.
Oh, okay.
But you know how some of these gimmick fights are on Netflix,
Yeah.
Tyson? It could be 2-minute rounds, and they can be like, oh, well, they have 8 rounds, but it's only 2 rounds.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
Well, having the extensive MMA background that I have, I'll snicker at myself. I'm going to call it the third round Gina with a TKO.
All right.
That's my bet.
Talking about the technical knockout, or are we
Yeah.
talking about like the fireman's carry into the cutter?
I'm talking like a technical knockout.
You knew it was coming,
God
Dun.
damn it.
and I'm not excusing my pun, motherfucker. But to be fair, at least from my stand, I don't know where you stand on this. Ever since Ronda went and bashed, not WWE, when she bashed pro
Fans.
wrestling
Yes,
and the fans of pro wrestling, fuck her and everything she fucking stands for.
I agree. I don't like her.
Mm-mm.
But I got to kind of look at it partially reasonably. You know, she's got a killer ground game, and her throws are amazing in the women's division. So Gina's just got to use that. She's got to use that front kick to keep her away,
yeah.
and go for that head kick when she has the right distance.
Wouldn't it be some shit? Wouldn't it be some shit if she hit like a straight fucking side kick and knocked her out in the second round, and she just starts screaming "Sweet Chin" music?
Or the announcers, "Sweet Chin music, Sweet Chin music."
I wonder who they got announcing that. I'm sure we'll know in the next few weeks. You know, Joe Rogan's gonna be like, "Yeah, I've got to call that fight."
I know.
Bald-headed fuck.
I don't like him nearly as much as I used to.
No, he's really let his fame precede him.
Yeah. And some of his he believes every single conspiracy theory ever. Like
Worse than you.
They're all true. If it has to do with the
I don't think he believes we went to the moon. Although he's not a flat earther. That's
What is the name of that one physicist that's like the very famous one that we see all over
yeah,
YouTube?
that's
It looks like Al Sharpton.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
God damn it! What is this fucking
I watch
his
them all the
last
time.
name's Tyson.
Yes. Anyway, I like his explanation of the moon landing and how it could be fake. NASA could have went and spent millions of dollars on a production set, millions of dollars on research to make this production set look authentic, millions more for actors.
Yeah, that's him right there.
Neil deGrasse
That's
Tyson.
it. That's
Neil
it.
deGrasse Tyson,
And I like listening to him. He's
Yeah.
a
That's
pretty
it.
sharp guy.
Or we could cut the cost in half and just send them to the fucking moon.
Right.
Right.
Not only that, but they would have to ensure that nobody connected with the project had any proof of it or ever talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, it's the same thing with some of the modern conspiracy theories. It would have to be so big and so all-encompassing that it without any leaks, and it's just impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean people with that just think that this, but I'm
Right.
talking about the people actually involved who could have real proof and real evidence. They would be. You think there wouldn't be a news channel that wouldn't pay millions for that
millions.
story? Millions to have an exclusive with a guy with proof that we didn't go to the moon? Fuck.
Listen, they always joke about leaks in the government, but there is, I know for a fact, there is a level of secrecy that can be held. The atomic bomb, for instance, during World War II, they actually built a town and moved all the physicists and their families
Mm-hmm.
out to the town. You weren't allowed to go out of the town. It had everything you needed, grocery store, church, whatever. And yeah, they can keep incredible secrets.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe they went to the moon.
Yeah.
I don't think they went to the dark side of the moon, but I think they went to the moon.
Yeah, but don't you think that if we hadn't gone to the moon, like Russia would be like, "Hey, you guys didn't really go to the fucking moon." Like,
Yeah, because Sputnik and the other satellites that were already in place, I believe back then, would have picked up on that information. Yeah, I don't even question. We went to the moon.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
but
No.
Well, fun fact about the moon.
Yes.
it's made of cheese.
Swiss.
He just gave it away. No.
Rum-pum.
In 18 days,
Mm-hmm.
China is actually setting a mission to the moon.
No shit.
I swear to God.
I believe you.
Well, what did I say the other day to you, Dark? They just, because of what's going on in Iran, we were supposed to have some kind of launch in early March, and they're pushing it back to the end of April right now because of the conflict.
Mm-hmm.
I may have my dates and times wrong on that, but nevertheless, we have some stuff scheduled too. So, yeah, I mean,
The thing about the moon is that, well, if we had gone, how come we've never gone back? Because we saw it.
right. It's
Like it's a big rock.
It's a big rock with dust.
How many times you got to go back there? We took samples. We got what we needed. We
Yeah.
left.
It's just like
Reminded them of fucking Arizona, and they fucking broke out of there.
right, exactly. It's just like when AIDS was discovered. They had actual AIDS, on microscope, slides. They didn't know what it was. They didn't have the technology to figure it out, but they made the slides and they kept the slides. And somebody pulled them out many, many, many years later and figured out what was going on, but we already had it. And I'm sure that's the same thing with the moon. We collected the rocks, we collected the dust, we collected whatever we needed to collect. And even if we didn't know what it was, it's been stored properly. And as our technology gets better, they have analyzers now that didn't exist in the 60s and early 70s. So, yeah, I believe we went to the moon. Another thing, the International Space Station, I heard this yesterday. I didn't realize it because you just assume. The International Space Station has been in use now for over 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
23 years we've had a space station orbiting the Earth. So I don't think the moon is that big a deal anymore as far as getting to it,
Mars would be the next one. But Mr. DeGrasse Tyson,
Yes.
that's a one-way trip, buddy.
Yeah, because if it's in alignment, if I understand it correctly, if it's in alignment to get to it,
It's in the proper alignment.
it's in the proper alignment to get to it. Like everything's lined up, and when you lift off, it's you've got the shortest distance.
Mm.
By the time you get there, that shortest distance is never going to happen again within a normal human lifetime.
Oh,
So,
wow.
so you're there.
Yeah, and it's
Um,
going to take you 9 months for that straight shot.
Right.
But even if, that comes back around, you don't have the fuel to fucking come back. It's literally a one-way
It's
shot.
a one-way trip. Yeah,
just
exactly.
because our technology is that limited.
Listen, I don't know that we don't have bases and stuff up on the moon right now. I mean, who knows?
Put
Who
the hat
knows
on.
what
Put the hat
stopped
on.
it?
Put the hat on.
What? The people can't see it. We'll just assume I'm going for my aluminum hat. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like in fucking Richie Rich is saying he wants to build a community on Mars. Like,
Well,
how?
It's literally a one-way shot.
Yeah, it's a one-way shot at this point.
To a place that you can't breathe, you can't grow anything because there's no water. You can't, yeah.
I've at least got to have an atmosphere.
Yeah, it's
At
a
least
requirement for me too.
air is probably a requirement. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Unless Nami Mommy's fucking choking me out. Yep. Air is a requirement.
Yeah, that's why I'm not. That's why I've never liked scuba diving. Because if you run out of air down there in the water, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather swim than fucking fly.
Oh, no, man. There's nothing like it.
I know, because they're going to go splat. And the whole time I'm going like, yep, I'm never doing this again. Fucking right, I'm not.
You're right, you're not.
Hey, Ric Flair survived.
There's mixed emotions about that.
Planes have an inherent danger. There's no doubt about it. But I think it's more dangerous trying to drive down Blanding during rush hour. Just my opinion.
Dude, I can walk faster down rush hour than drive.
I know. I know.
Jesus Christ.
I love when I get on my bicycle and I'm actually on the side. There's a bike lane, but I think that's just suicide.
Yep.
Because if somebody's checking their phone, they're going to hit you.
On that
So
road,
I take the sidewalk, which is actually a bike path too. It's really wide, and there are many times during the stoplights and rush hour that I'm making the same amount of distance as all the cars. If the light turns green, they get ahead of me. They hit the next light, I catch up, and this goes on and on for miles and miles. I can go all the way through town that way. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, speaking of Ric Flair, not really. So, did you see where they released the body cam footage of the car accident that Vince was in?
No.
How long ago was this?
I don't know. When did Hulk Hogan die?
The earlier part of, or about 3/4 of the way through last year, somewhere
Literally
around
the
October.
same day, probably about an hour before he got
somewhere
pronounced
around
dead.
September, October, I think.
It's been that long already?
It really has.
Well, since I've seen a Great American Beer too,
Right.
brother. Anyway, they released it. Not only did they release body cam footage, they released the car footage of him being chased and of the accident himself. I am shocked that nobody died.
I'm sorry. I lied to you. It was the end of July last year. Hulk.
Yep, because I broke my fucking ankle around.
Yeah,
that
it was
time.
the 24th of July. Hulk passed.
Yep, I remember that. Yep, brother. So anyway, this footage of the cop checking on him and shit like that, he admitted that this car is way too powerful for him.
Huh. What kind of car was it?
It was a fucking Ferrari. But he also admitted, I just had to see. Like, that's not what you need to say to the fucking cop
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
who is handing you this massive fucking ticket.
Just had to see. And
Like-
it was such good shit, pal.
Such good shit, pal.
Oh my God.
Where was he driving?
He
Hopefully
was
it was in the middle of
driving-
Nevada, out on the valley or something.
No, he was driving in Connecticut, like going either to or from his house.
But it was a stretch, hopefully, of open
It
road.
was a highway stretch.
It was a highway stretch. Okay.
And
But-
he was doing how fast?
Wow.
And he just
That's nice.
swerved. He swerved just enough to clip the back bumper of another car,
Uh-huh.
hit his front piece of his car, and that shit fly to the opposite lanes.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Which, you know that stretch of I-10 that we go through where we have like the wooded area, and it's about
Uh-huh.
100 or so yards wide.
In the middle,
Yeah.
the median's actually got that
There was no woods, but it was 100
right
100
feet.
yards
Yep.
minimum.
mhm.
Pieces of his car was hitting other people's cars going there. And I don't know if you remember this, but remember when I brought up that one of the WWE employees was involved in that fucking shit, and pieces of Vince McMahon's car made it to WWE headquarters?
No.
Yes.
Wow.
Of course, he was compensated for it.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Well, let me give you a reference point. Most small single engine aircraft, piston aircraft,
Mhm.
are not capable of doing 160 miles an hour. Most of them top out at most around 140, 145. And those are the kind of the now there are performance planes that go much faster, but I'm saying the average, like your Cessna or your Piper.
You're not helping your argument.
I'm just letting you know
You're not
they're
helping me
slower. They're slower than his car was.
You're not helping your argument because it's not about how fast it goes, it's about how high that bitch goes.
I love the height.
Fuck that.
Awesome.
I
You
love
get
the
all
height.
the way up there and you can see the flat world.
I got a video for you, my man.
The first picture I took when I got up there and put the camera up, I took a picture and you can see the curvature of the Earth. The
It's
curvature
amazing,
of
huh?
the Earth.
How
It's
could it be
amazing how
curved?
curvy round things are.
It's amazing.
How could flat be so curvy?
Amazing.
Oh wait, I remember my ex-girlfriend.
Oh fuck.
So anyway, that leads into this. So the same time that the Supreme Court ruled on the tariffs,
Mm?
Janelle Grant went and spoke at a sexual abuse gimmick, basically. This bitch. I'm starting to not feel as bad for her as I originally. Let me explain why.
Please explain.
During this press conference, she of course she touched on the Vince McMahon thing. She touched on the WWE thing. She touched on her let's call them trials and tribulations during that
Mhm.
time.
Right.
But she admitted without actually admitting it that she was okay with it until the money stopped.
Oh damn.
So kind of like it's still unforgivable the shit that happened. But if you are a consenting adult in this and you're okay with it up until the point you're no longer getting paid for these things, kind of don't feel as bad for you now.
Yeah.
That's like Mia Khalifa all those years ago doing all these fucking movies and shit. And now that she's out of porn, she's like, I really wish everybody just quit looking at my porn because that was just such a bad time in my life. Bitch, you got fucking rich for it.
Yes. You're known for that. Let's make it clear.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Nobody's a new fan of yours since you stopped doing porn.
Mm-mm-mm.
You haven't attracted a new fan base.
So
Jesus
again,
Christ.
still kind of feel bad for the shit she went through, but knowing that she was consensual in most of it, I don't know about the shitting on the forehead part. Maybe she got a kink or some shit she's just hiding from us.
Yeah, no.
I
Look,
think
I don't take anything face value after the head shitting incident because and I don't mean that like against her, but I know my mind would be so fucked up that this 80-year-old fuck cocked over me and shit on my head. That, like you said, she looked kind of crazy in those pictures.
I showed you the picture.
I know.
Like that
She-
bitch has screws
She's
loose.
got some crazy in her eyes, but you've never had Vince shit on your head before. You don't know what happened.
I
She
never
could
had Biggie Smalls fucking shit on my stomach either. You poor-
She could be so fucked up.
well, it's a balance. You're right. So I think what you're trying to say is, on one end of the scale, the balances is coercion, pressure, intimidation, and the other end is where was her level of consent? What did it? It's a classic story. They start down the road with consent, and then it starts turning really ugly and nasty, and now it turns into a coercion situation.
Like, I don't even believe
Like-
that she was partially okay with it. Like her mind could be so fried. Like I guarantee you, she doesn't look like the shit on the head type. All right, she doesn't look like.
Are we looking at the same picture, motherfucker? That looks like a bitch that would grab it off her fucking forehead and shove it in her nose.
Oh Jesus!
Okay. Like she is loony.
Because of that.
I don't know. What kind of loony before, but she had like that next door girl kind of look, where like, I bet she likes butt stuff, but not that kind of butt stuff.
God, I'm gonna have to edit so much of this shit.
No, the fuck you ain't, motherfucker.
And it's hard to tell from just a still picture what's going on in her mind.
No, I watched the conference.
It would take, exactly.
I watched the
but you know,
conference.
if she said that she liked some of it, then I mean, you know, it's hard to draw lines in what was abusive and what wasn't abusive.
She admitted without saying the fucking words.
Right.
I was down for all of it until the money stopped.
Well, no.
Which
I still don't think she's in her right mind.
No,
maybe not. Maybe not. But the fact that she admitted that on camera in her own voice, Vince's fucking attorneys are gonna have a fucking field day fucking manipulating that shit.
Absolutely.
Well, it doesn't even have to manipulate. It's a factual statement that.
But I also don't know that many of those counts in the lawsuit are claims that require non-consent. Like the fact that he's in a supervisory role is enough usually for those kind of lawsuits, even if she consented to it.
True.
Who knows?
I mean, obviously, it doesn't matter anymore. Because Brock Lesnar's on fucking television, for one.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yep.
For two,
He back.
not only are they mentioning Vince's name, they're showing images of Vince on WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah, I thought I saw something.
Well, I
I
brought
was
it up.
watching. Was it 2 weeks ago?
It was Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Because they were going through previous winners, and it just happened to show the 1999 Rumble, and it was Vince that won that one. And I was like,
Really?
did I fucking see who I think I saw? And he's
Really?
like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I went back and watched again. Yeah. And the replay shows him. And then I said something. He was like, oh, so they could show 1999, but they can't show 2004.
Who's that?
Chris?
Oh, jeez.
Benoit?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I knew that.
Look at you go.
I know.
Still the greatest technical wrestler of all time.
Agreed.
But still, I mean, they're kind of getting comfortable because let's face it, in the realm of the WWE, you can't tell that story at all from 1983 to, let's say, 22.
Yeah.
Right.
Without Vince's fingerprints being all over it, if not all over it, on television.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they tried with 2K to blur out his image and change his voice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like that mechanic Kane-like thing that he did in fucking like 99. But everyone knows who the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Like at this point, separate the art from the artist. Like I'm having to do it right now with Tom Hanks. I would say I'm doing it with Whoopi Goldberg, but fuck that cunt.
Never cared one way or another about Whoopi Goldberg. I thought she was in a couple of movies that I enjoyed.
Sister Act was the only one I enjoyed. Not even the second one, just the first.
Just the first one. I liked Sister Act, the first one.
But
The second one was not as good,
wait,
but I
wasn't she
still
in
enjoyed
Ghost?
it. Yes, Ghost.
Yes, she was in Ghost. With
That's
what?
another one.
I enjoyed Patrick
enjoyed
Swayze in
movie.
that. And Demi Moore.
That was the one I was waiting for. Yes, Demi Moore.
Yeah, I'd be like, God, I wish I was that Clay.
Yeah.
See, I used to be a bouncer, so for me, it's him
Is
in
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Exactly.
Trust me, I know all about Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Dark knows all about Roadhouse too. This motherfucker went into a fucking time loop, and I couldn't get him out of it for.
I've been in a few bars like the Roadhouse movie. It was crazy.
Just remember, nice.
Be nice.
What do you think of the new Roadhouse? And before, so that my answer it isn't dependent on yours, I like it a lot.
I like it as its own entity.
Yes.
If it wasn't called Roadhouse, I think I'd like it a lot more.
I think
See, I don't mind.
I think the storyline
Well,
could
it's
have.
like Godzilla '98, the American one that TriStar did.
Right.
Great monster movie. If they named it anything other than Godzilla,
Mm-hmm.
nobody would shit on it.
Is that the one with Matthew Broderick?
Yes.
I enjoyed that movie. Yeah. But the difference is, other than knowing that it exists, I don't have like a history of loving Godzilla. Like, so I was like, this is a weird Godzilla because it doesn't look like
It looks
dude
like a
in
giant
a
ass
suit.
iguana.
Yeah, this is a weird Godzilla, but the movie itself I thought was fine.
Exactly. That's the whole point. If
Yeah.
it was named anything other than Godzilla,
Mm.
they would have done the sequels and everything to it. But because it carries that name, everybody shit on it.
Yeah.
But as far as Roadhouse goes, it was beautifully written. The reboot.
Yeah.
But because I can put together this scene to this scene, like, maybe if you made it like an actual sequel and this was like either his nephew or his son or some shit like that, and he just happened to get the same thing, I'd have been more for it rather than just trying to reboot the story.
Well, I think that this was obviously a review, but there are some good parallels.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, modernized with, legitimate fighting.
I will say his passive aggressiveness was fucking amazing.
Yes, it was.
Fucking great.
Yeah. And they're making a second one of that in that storyline
When's it coming out?
this summer, I think.
Okay. Keep me
I think
updated on
so.
that.
Yeah.
Definitely keep me updated on that one.
I loved the fight scenes. I loved his sarcasm, like you said, the
Yes,
passive aggressive,
while fighting, he
and the
was
fight
fucking
scenes
sarcastic as shit.
just phenomenal.
Yeah.
My only negative, and again, because we live in Florida and I know the Florida Keys. Where was it photographed again? It wasn't in the Keys. It was
No, it was
overseas somewhere.
I think it was in like Belize or something.
Yeah, it was something like that. As soon as they came up on the scenes, the shots of the outside, I was like, this is not any key that we have. But again, if you don't live in Florida, you wouldn't know that.
He's one of those who uses common sense for movies.
I'm sorry.
Well, the place was called Glass Key, and I know there's no such thing
there's
as
no
Glass
Glass
Key,
Key.
so I don't.
I'm pretty sure there wasn't a place called the Double Deuce either.
Nope.
That's true. But they built one out in the middle of
blew it the fuck up.
out
Yes,
of
they damn
nowhere.
sure
Yep,
did.
exactly.
Man, they
Double
blew up all
Deuce.
those fucking buildings.
Yes, they did.
Out of here, old man. Harry Funk, who the fuck you talking to? That motherfucker never
89
aged
and
a
still
day.
doing fucking death matches.
No, Terry's dead.
Oh, I know.
Dory's a different story. Oh. Where the fuck was I going with this?
I don't know.
Dad.
Straight upper. Where was I going with that?
Where were you going? Lost in his thoughts.
We were talking about Whoopi Goldberg, and then we
yeah.
went through Patrick Swayze's whole entire career, and then wound up in Glass Key.
No,
Very linear.
I had something on the Whoopi Goldberg thing, but just like most of her career, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of interesting. You were talking about Tom Hanks, and can you see what I'm holding up? Here, I'll throw it to you. Yeah, it's not Castaway. It's Sully.
Oh,
It's
DVD of
Sully.
You know,
So-
I've yet to see that.
Well, you can borrow it. But the
Anything to
reason
play
I
that
got this out was I was pulling up an old laptop that I've had,
Mhm.
and I hadn't fired it up in a few years. This is how old it is. It has a DVD player in it, and I was wondering if the DVD still worked. And so I pulled out. This is, I think, the only I might have two others DVDs, and it's Sully. It's about the airplane crash on the Hudson.
Mhm.
And it was amazing to me. I pulled it out and I wasn't thinking about it. And then all of a sudden I sat down and I thought about our conversations, the Epstein files and all that kind of stuff. And it was amazing the guttural reaction that I had. For a split second, I thought, do I even want to put this in the player? Now, I did put it in to make sure that the player worked. I was checking the computer. That was the goal.
Sure.
But I was kind of like, the same thing happened to me when Robin Williams, we talked about this, committed suicide. I couldn't watch a Robin Williams movie for about 6 or 7 years after he passed
Yeah.
because it was just such an emotional swing for me. You know, and like you said, trying to separate the art from the artist kind of thing going on. That's what's kind of running through my mind. But anyway,
Mhm.
that just came to mind real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, so now it's like, I wish we could get some finite conclusions to this going on. The news media is going to string it out because it pays for the papers. But you know,
Well, there's
did
no.
he or didn't he?
There's no. There'll never be any resolution because they didn't prosecute anybody.
Right, exactly.
Like these complaints were made. For some reason, they got sat on. That's the investigation that needs to happen. Why no one's ever prosecuted these claims? But this DOJ has made it clear that they're not going to prosecute anybody from the
Wow.
Epstein files.
Didn't somebody
as long
else?
as the Dow's up.
Yes, the Dow's up. Yes.
Didn't somebody else this week get in trouble that was overseas regarding the subject?
Fuck, it was one of the princes. God damn it.
Well, I know that the head of the largest port company in the world, which is in the United Arab Emirates,
That's what
the
it
head
is.
of that head of that CEO stepped down because of it.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's
Somebody
what I
got-
heard.
Somebody got arrested.
But again, nobody within the U.S.
No, you're right. Somebody did get arrested. Fuck. Okay.
Andrew Windsor, the British former prince,
Oh,
was arrested
Prince Andrew.
Thursday for allegedly passing confidential government information to
Yeah.
Jeffrey
That's what it
Epstein.
was. Yep.
I remember
Yep.
the, but still, no charge for the pedophilia or rape or anything like that. Just
Nope.
passing along confidential information.
But it's a start.
No, it is absolutely.
They're going to keep chipping away, and that's good. That's a good thing.
that's what it fucking was, Whoopi Gold. Like, remembering Sister Act, I remember that. So, prior to, let's roll it back about a week. On The View.
Let me
Right.
ask you, why do you seem to watch this show that you hate so much?
YouTube Shorts. I just scroll,
Okay.
and there's one guy on Instagram. I found him on YouTube and I watch him. And he does parody videos where he has like a section of The View that they're talking about, and he'll like put himself in there and completely contradict the story with facts that can be looked up. And they just cut it off like, all right, we'll be right back. So it's like a parody thing
Right.
that I watch most of the time. But he pulled it up, and I can't remember the guy's name. I'll look it up later, where they were talking about the Epstein files last week and about how any and everybody that's in there should be convicted, prosecuted, sent to jail, buried under the jail. And then this week, Whoopi Goldberg's name comes up in the Epstein files, and they pull a complete 180 on it.
I actually think I saw that dude, the not parody, but that, yeah, I actually saw that.
Mm-hmm.
That came up on my
And now-
YouTube shorts. Yeah, it was a
And
YouTube
now
short.
they are fucking backtracking and saying, well, just because I went out there for a couple parties, it's not like I was his girlfriend or anything. It's not like I was abusing children.
Right, exactly.
Okay, but last week you literally said everybody in the files should be convicted, prosecuted, and everything like that, which means you're included on that. Now, I've seen some way the fuck out there theories on shit
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
as far as killing babies and eating their brains, and Whoopi Goldberg's name was attached to these fucking theories, but,
Yeah.
again, can't take anything at face value. But if they are fucking backtracking this fucking hard, this fucking fast, as soon as her fucking name pops up, I want to know exactly what that cunt did.
I think that I don't think every name should be prosecuted necessarily, but I do think everyone named should be investigated, questioned, try to get to the bottom of what they were really involved in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think every single one of them that
But I,
raped those kids or did anything of that sort. They all need to be fucking prosecuted.
Yeah,
I
it's
think-
just the hypocrisy of it
Right.
now from those fucking cunts.
yeah.
Where a week ago you were like, bury everybody under the jail that's on that list, and as soon as one of you pop up, oh no, well we gotta backtrack shit.
Yeah, I think the broad blanket of everyone named because fucking Marilyn Monroe is named. But
I mean, we can dig her up and convict her too. That's fine.
we can. We have the technology.
I know where she's
the
at.
whole I know what you're saying, Dark.
Get the Ouija board.
They should.
guilt-
Everything should be investigated.
Right.
Thoroughly, though.
Guilty by association is what you're talking about.
Mhm.
And you're right, it is. But here's the other question. I mean, wasn't he convicted? What was it, 2006 here in Florida?
Yep.
I mean, how many people and how many years? I mean, what kind of manpower do you need to try and investigate something that has happened for 20 plus years? I mean,
Well, for one, don't fire or have 8,000 lawyers quit on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might work.
well,
I
too
mean,
late.
at least help.
Too late now, according to what I understand. There's only, by the way, I looked it up. If you don't know what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, I guess approximately or just over 8,000. This is the news article. I'm quoting a news article. 8,000 DOJ lawyers have quit. Now, I, of course, immediately jumped in. This includes the lawyers for the FBI because they come under the DOJ and stuff like
It
that.
includes all the federal prosecutors, all the FBI lawyers, basically every lawyer that can move towards a conviction are DOJ lawyers
At the federal level.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's only, if I understand correctly, there's only, according to the news I looked up, was only about 10,000 total.
Yeah,
And we're not talking about paralegals or assistants or anything like that. We're talking about the actual board certified lawyers that are the prosecutors. And I didn't realize, of course, I don't have a background in this whatsoever, that the lawyers have to help me out here, guys. Don't the lawyers have to bring the original charge on any situation? They have to
What do you
actually
mean?
file the charge, whatever the charge is. So the lawyer has to be there at the inception
Sure.
of the whole legal process. So if there's no lawyer, there's no process,
Yep.
and it just stops everything.
Yep. So the entire federal legal process is slowing down.
Oh, it's stopped. It's gridlocked. There's no way. Even cases that are been ongoing for any amount of time. Let me ask you this. What happens to all those cases that the lawyers have now walked out on?
Other people in the department have to pick up the slack.
I don't think that's physically possible. If you're losing you got 10,000 lawyers and you lose if you lose 80%,
Yeah, no, I know.
it's just not even an issue.
The problem is I'm torn on this because on one hand I understand where the lawyers are coming from. They're getting illegal orders, they're getting pressure from every which way to go in directions that they're not comfortable with. So I understand them leaving. The other part of me says, God damn it, I wish you guys had stayed and fought back because now they can pick and choose the most despicable people coming out of law school to take up all those positions.
Right.
Um,
And they'll do that.
yeah.
Just like and again, going back to aviation, just like in the 90s when they had the air traffic controller strike and President Bush, I believe it was
No, Reagan.
Reagan, yeah, that's right. Reagan, ordered and said they had 48 hours to return, and the strike continued, and so they were all fired, thinking that was going to hamper. And there was, for a couple days, there was some problems with air travel, but it did not take them long to get those vacancies filled. I mean, they pulled all the military air traffic controllers, they pulled all the reservist air traffic controllers, and they got that system back up and going pretty quick. So I'm sure they're not going to have. I mean,
you got to remember that every December and every May, thousands of new attorneys graduate.
is that when the boards are?
Well, no, that's
just-
but they like the semesters
Oh, okay.
end in May and in December.
Yeah.
So you can get on with the prosecutor or the defense public defender before you get your license after you graduate. You just have to have a supervising attorney.
Right.
So they'll fill those spots, and like I said, I'm worried now that one of the requirements for being hired will be loyalty to the president and not the country.
Interesting.
TBD.
Hmm?
Very interesting.
TBD.
Indeed. So you've had a kind of a crazy week.
What was your week there, Mr. Dravyn? Grimes?
Where do you
Sir?
want me to start?
I was born. No, let's get a little
Post
farther down.
ejaculate.
Can we get?
I removed myself from my mother's vagina.
With no help from the doctor.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a long video.
He just strutted out like fucking Penta.
Nope, I was holding the fucking monitor like Bray Wyatt's like, I'm here.
I have this vision of Aerosmith Taylor going, "Walk this way."
Oh god damn. Walk out that bitch like a goddamn Stargate.
All right.
Briefcase, driver's license, associate's degree, and a drinking problem already.
Thank you.
Can we get a little farther down your life cycle? Maybe like within the
last week.
Last week? Yeah.
I was about to say, well, when I was 6 and I went to Catholic school, Uncle Carl.
Why don't we cut it off to the last 100 and what is a week? 130 hours?
I don't fucking know.
24 times 7.
Don't ask me math problems right now. Fucking hell. All right.
168 hours.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been chaotic. It's been hellacious. It's been not my cup of tea. As it stands right now, once again, everything I own in my life right now is in my car. There have been a couple nights in the past week where I have stayed in my car. So this is what's going on. Remember when we spoke on my wife's suicide attempt back in early January?
Yeah.
This is kind of a continuation. She was released Wednesday night. I had to drive down to Tampa to get her. And it was already late as hell, so I said, you know what? Not going to try to drive back. I'm tired of shit. Because I got off work and got her.
Okay.
So we stayed the night, came back up Thursday. So we're going to leave that right there to tell this little bit of a story. We all know, as in everybody in this room, and probably a lot of the audience at home knows about my son and the issues that he has due to his condition. One of his conditions is what's called ODD. It's basically a defiance disorder where he can easily become agitated, easily become violent.
Okay.
Okay. There was an episode of that. You legally know, so if it gets too bad, just cut it out. Okay. So for us here, I'm putting it all out there. You use your discretion on this. There was a situation to where he was going into one of his episodes. When he gets into one of his episodes, he tunnel vision. I guess would be the best way to do it. During this, I breakfast again. I had to end up restraining him in order for him not to hurt himself or somebody else.
Right.
During this, I guess you call it altercation.
Well, I want to also explain that there are situationally approved techniques that doctors have taught you to restrain him safely.
Correct.
So you weren't just like,
I didn't pop his ass in a full Nelson, or
Right.
throw his ass on the ground, or grabbed him in a key lock and held his arms behind his back and shit like that. No.
yeah,
Aren't these the same techniques that they use when there's a situation like at a school,
At a state hospital,
state hospital?
which is
Gotcha.
where I was trained, which is
Yeah.
where I was shown these techniques.
And
And-
Yeah,
before-
so I just wanted to make that clear
Yeah.
because for people who don't know that there are trainings and stuff for parents with children with severe autism so that they are safely able to restrain them.
and another quick just scenario question: how old is your son?
What year is it? 6. Holy fuck, he's gonna be
Well,
15.
better than that. Regardless of the age, how I mean, he's not 7.
No,
he's-
he's 14.
he's
He's 5'10".
Okay, 5'10".
I mean, he's a skinny 5'10", so he's like 120, maybe 130.
Yeah, but that's still. I mean, I know a lot
But
of
he has what I like to call that special strength,
Yeah.
right. Okay,
which he can match my strength.
but 5'10". That's
That's
most
a
men are
big
5.
dude.
Most men are 5'8" to 5'10" or 6 foot. So
Yeah.
he's right in the. He's not a small individual
And
as
again-
far as.
And any other time, there's not a bone of violence in him. Nothing. But when that switch flips, he's not himself. It's like Dr.
Yeah.
Jekyll, Mr. Hyde in this situation. And once he's calmed down, we talk this out. That's
Right.
usually how it works out. Somebody decided to take a recording of this, and the Department of Children and Families got a hold of this and deemed me unsafe to be around the children as of current. And because of this, obviously I can't my children without supervision, stuff like that. So now that we're caught up there, let's go back to Thursday.
Okay.
And of course, my wife, once we get home and we get settled in, she's, hey, I'm going to go see the kids. Okay. Now, a little backstory from that. Weeks leading up to her release, we've had various discussions with all this, with everything.
And she was released from.
Yeah.
Okay.
She finished up her thing and
Right.
whatever.
Exactly.
And was like, all right, here's the plan. Whatever I got to do to get this closed up, we're going to get done. Once that's done, home, all that good stuff. So it's not going to be like, everyone's back in the house, one big happy family.
Mm-hmm.
Far from it. Anyway, goes and sees it. Like, all right, just remember what we discussed, and I'll see you when you get back. Well, not even 45 minutes later, I get a text message, and it simply says this: I'm bringing the kids home. Nothing else. And I knew immediately what that meant. That means if they're coming there, I have to be gone. Now, we're all parents.
Yep.
We've all put our children first. I get that. From a parental point of view, I understand kids coming home. But what irked me about this is that no heads up given,
Right.
no planning was made. We literally talked about it right before you left. But you're still allowing those kids to dictate your moves. And because of that, they are interfering now in your relationship, in your marriage, in your household.
And they were at a.
Relatives. Yeah.
At a
They were
relative.
relatives, and they were comfortable. They were safe. They were fed. They've been there for a period of time. So,
One thing that I want to point out that is irony, that while the same child who you restrained was at his relative's house after this incident happened, he threw the same fit. The cops came and used the exact same hold to restrain the kid in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Has that information been forwarded to them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, it has.
So they're aware.
They are aware.
Okay, so that
But
is some pretty important
because
information.
the footage was me with this restraint, and I'm not currently a state employee or whatever the fuck it is. Even though I got my certificates, I got all that. Showing that I've gone through this training, I'm up to date, I am certified.
Right.
I'm still the one getting the shit under the stick. Now, follow me on this further. So I pack my shit in the car, and I leave. I have no idea where I'm going. And I call her. I'm like, all right, I'm gone. But we need to sit down and we need to talk about this. We need to figure something out about this because this isn't going to work. And it always defaults back to, I need to think children first, which I understand.
Of
Again,
course.
I'm a parent. You're a parent. You're a parent. We all understand our kids coming first. But what you are doing is you are allowing your children to dictate what happens in your life instead of you being the parent and basically setting them straight. Like, all right, this is what's going to happen. This is how it's going to happen. And you can have your opinion on the matter, but at the end of the day, you're still a child.
So you when you were driving with her, you guys had a conversation. This was just a few hours before.
We had conversations weeks leading up to this,
Yeah,
ever since all this started.
My point being is when you left off with your wife, when you dropped her off, the consensus with both of you was one direction, and then within, I'm assuming, hours or the next day?
Well, then she left to go see the children, and we talked about it then, like, just make sure, where your head is on this.
Right.
45 minutes later, hey, I'm bringing the kids home.
Okay, so it completely 180'd on what you guys had planned.
And what it was is she got guilt tripped. And I know she got guilt tripped because while I'm on the phone, I'm hearing, I'm not going to say who, but people in the background saying that I need to stop brainwashing, that it's over with, that you're gone. Okay? And I'm like, and this is the problem right here between you and me, is that I will always stand up and defend you, and you will never defend me. This is about you need to put your foot down, grow a backbone against somebody else other than me, and tell them this is how it's going to be. If you can't do that, then why are we even trying? Why am I going through all of this? Why am I putting up with all this bullshit, basically? Why am I the one that always gets the call to come rescue you? Why am I always the one that has to sacrifice what I'm doing to come make sure that you're good, to make sure that you're taken care of? Point in case, leaving work, going to get you, taking another day off, bringing you back to essentially get kicked out of my own house. And now, and this is the kicker, and this is what I told you, I don't know if it was last night or the night before. This is what's pissing me off. That the Department of Children and Families is telling her that if we remain together in a relationship, that they will take the kids from her. Not the fact that I'm not even in the same household, which is what the paperwork says, that if we're in a relationship, they will take the kids. Please tell me, because I've looked up quite a few those websites where you can ask a lawyer thing, and they've all said the same thing. DCF does not have the authority to dictate who you're in a relationship with. They can, however, use that if you are in the same household. But if y'all are in separate households and the children are not involved, they can't use that. So basically, they are what's the word? Coercing
Mm-hmm.
her to essentially break up a relationship. But if she's even thinking about this, you can forget ever fucking contacting me about anything ever again as far as a relationship. Because of all the times I was loyal to you, stood by you, regardless of all threats or anything that was going on at the time. I stood by you,
The wife.
defended you, yes. No, you did. What about you?
No. The wife and family, let's put it that
Yes.
way.
But the moment shit got hard and the moment they fed you a spoonful of bullshit, you cower down. That shows me, because I'm all about actions. You could talk a game, but when you show me who you are, what you are, that's all I need. You're showing me that when shit gets hard, you cower up and you leave. And if that is the fucking case, don't contact me. If it is not about, let me make this clear, if it ain't about my son, don't contact me.
I think that's what it needs to happen, man. She's shown you enough times who she really is and what she really thinks about you. It's not like this is the first shitty thing that she's done, you know, and it's not the first time she's used the kids as a weapon. Not that she's doing it now, but it's not beyond her. So
No, but she's also not redirecting them and being a parent and
right.
basically, parenting them.
Right. I mean, like I said, there are some things that have happened in this last couple of weeks to where if my blood kids did it, I don't think I could ever get over it. So I just think you should say fuck all you people and be done with it.
The problem is cover her and my son.
I know.
And I will not be a part of his life.
Of course not. No. But the other two, as far as I'm concerned, go fuck themselves.
They have definitely crossed the line. They have definitely stabbed me.
Yeah, no, fuck them.
So that's been the past few weeks. So again, when you're editing this, be mindful of what information I do and don't want out there.
Yeah.
You know me well enough. But as it stands right now, I haven't heard anything other than I'm supposed to be doing parenting classes.
Have those been ordered? You've heard that, but
I've heard it, but nothing.
Did you hear it from the wife or from who?
From the DCF worker that's working my case. But no emails has been sent to me. No paperwork has been documented saying I need to do this. This is all word of mouth. And it's really starting to aggravate me just for the simple fact he's telling me one thing, he's telling her another thing. He's trying to play both sides of the fucking field here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably going to end up getting a family attorney to kind of just go through these waters for me and make sure, I'm not getting fucked over or even worse.
Well, I said, first off, for those of you who are listening, maybe for the first time, this has been an ongoing saga for many months. And I don't know your wife, so I'm speaking, I guess the best way is I'm speaking from a very analytical or accounting type thought train, because I told you a couple months ago that if your relationship is at an end, then at this point it's just business transactions, cleaning up whatever's left over, who gets what happens, blah blah blah. It's all very non-emotional, very just an accounting kind of thing. And in my mind, and again, you can cut this out, Dark, if it needs to happen, in my mind, you're not legally married to her.
Nope.
2 of the 3 children are not yours, and you have not legally adopted them. They apparently, whether they're being coached, coerced, or whatever, they don't want you around. So I think every guy that's listening to the podcast right now is probably just screaming, dude, it's time to move on. You're trying to save something that doesn't exist. I'm just imagining the audience out there. Although you haven't adopted the other two children, you've been dad, and you've been in this for a long time, and you have a huge investment. I totally understand that.
For a decade.
But at this point, yeah, so a decade, I mean, you're the only father they've known.
Mostly.
But the problem is, if they don't want you around, at least at this stage of the game, it could always change in a couple years because kids grow up. But at this stage of the game, man, I'd be out. I'd make some kind of arrangements to see your blood, the son that's yours, but I'd be out. Lock, stock, and barrel. And I don't know that this situation that you have going on isn't going to force that anyway.
It definitely is forcing. It is. For the simple fact, she's taking, unlike us, she's taking everything that's being said to her at face value instead of doing her own research and looking into stuff herself. So if that's the game we're fucking playing, dude, I do, but I don't have a choice at this point. If I got to sleep in my car, I'll sleep in my fucking car.
Well, just that I think the accounts are closed and you're just not reconciling it in your brain. A lot of emotion, totally understand. But again, from a non-emotional standpoint, I don't know her. Just sounds to me like there's nothing there anymore.
Yeah, I can't fully sign off on.
Oh, you took her down to Tampa to the inpatient care, and you picked her up from the inpatient care. So I don't know what level of communications you guys have, but it just sounds to me like things aren't good.
Well, right now there is no communication because she's even afraid to communicate with me. Again, it goes back to coercion. If you're involved with him, we'll take your children, which is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Like, we've been together for a decade, living in a house that I've paid for. If I'm not there, I sound selfish, but I don't care. If I'm not there, neither is my paycheck because I can't support two households.
Sure.
Contrary to what everybody believes, podcasting don't pay as much as everybody thinks they do. Not everybody's a Logan Paul or a Joe Rogan.
Right.
I still work 60 hours a week at my regular job on top of this. So I make what I consider decent money, but I don't make money to fully support a household that I'm going to be in as well as a household I'm not going to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not going to say I'm a penny pincher, but I know where every penny of my check goes from week to week.
Right.
It can all be fucking accounted for.
Some of the best advice I ever got, and this had nothing to do with my divorce. It was many, many years after a person that I have great respect for. My dad, my father, literally on the phone one day, he said, "You've got to stop and realize you've got to stop helping everybody else when you're not taking care of yourself, because you're going to degrade to a point where you can't help anybody else and you won't be able to help yourself. So stop it. Get yourself back on the tracks," is kind of the term he used. Get yourself back to where you're okay. And then if you want to go help others, you can do that. But I've always been one of those people who put myself, behind everybody else's needs. And I think you're that kind of person also, Dravyn.
Yep.
And I think you're going to end up getting destroyed while everybody else just takes it for granted. And then when you're destroyed completely, whatever that may be, they're just going to go on. It's just, they're not, I've studied this. I've seen this. They're like, at first they'll be like, oh, well, there's no money, or there's no support, or there's nobody to drive me to where I need to go, to whatever event I need to get to or whatever, because you're gone for whatever reason you're gone. But eventually that'll just wane away. They'll just go on with life. So you got to take care of yourself, man.
I think I had a conversation yesterday. Pretty down. It was my brother, of all people. Filled with nothing but bullshit in his life. Kind of set me down and was like, listen, I'm going to tell you something that a friend of mine told me. Yeah.
Speak into the microphone, please.
Loyalty is a two-way street.
Yep.
And if you're not receiving as much as you're giving, you need to put a roadblock up. And that hit fucking deep. And it wasn't just with that situation. It was with all situations that I've been loyal to. You, the Dark, to Rip, to Billy, to Johnny, to other people. And I started just, okay, this one needs to go. This one needs to go.
Yeah.
This one needs to go. And I'm not going to say I've been burning bridges this weekend, but I've been putting up a toll gate.
Right.
To where my loyalty is no longer free. You need to show me with your actions that you are as loyal to me as I am to you. Obviously, in this room, I don't have to worry about that. Dark, we're going on 4 years, and it feels like I've known you for 45.
Old soul.
Old soul. And
Old soul.
Dave, I've only known you maybe a year now, but it's like I've known you for almost a decade.
Well, when you got to sit in a car with me all the way up to Bainbridge, Georgia, and all the way back.
Why do you think I stopped going?
Listen to me, you fucking cunt.
I am not getting in the car with Big Dave anymore.
You fucking stopped going before this fucking
That's
twat waffle
it.
started going.
Dark Court said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I was one and done, baby.
He's like, there's either too much talking or there's not enough talking. There's no sweet spot.
That's
Because
it.
I promise you, if you just sit back and you're in a car with us, 17 words will probably be spoken through that whole fucking journey.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually, I gotta piss or I'm hungry.
Or I'm hungry, yeah.
And when it goes to I'm hungry, where are we eating?
Oh, Lord, Dark. How many times did we go down to Orlando for your business?
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like every other weekend.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And just for the record, Big Dave never shut the fuck up.
It's all right because Big Dave's not going to shut the fuck up when we go past Bainbridge and hit climax.
In fact, it'll
That's
probably
been
get quicker and faster until closer we get to climax.
It's been a while since I've been to Climax. Oh, you mean Climax,
Georgia.
Georgia.
I mean, what you do in your personal time zone,
Hey,
buddy?
so that's the new. Is that the new wrestling location?
That is, and I've seen.
We just call it the O face.
No.
I'm naming that in my Google Maps. I hope you know that. Where y'all going? O face.
We're going to O Face.
What's O face? Just think of your wife. Oh. But no, they've been killing that fucking place, dude.
So they've got it.
They've had it for the past couple weeks. They just finished cleaning it.
Okay.
They deep cleaned that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now they're building basically the way it was in Bainbridge
Mm-hmm.
with the ramp, the backstage, and all that. They're now putting that there.
Good.
So we got the ramp back. We got the Trons. We got VIP section. All that good stuff.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what we're talking about Georgia old school wrestling.
Close enough.
Yeah.
He forgot championship.
Championship, and this is a wrestling function that happens up in. Most folks are from Bainbridge, Georgia, and they lost their building for a couple months, and they used a side building at McDonaldville, Georgia, and now they have found a new building about 10 minutes north of Bainbridge, and they're outfitting it right now. And when are you wrestling next?
We are going up March 14th.
March, so the middle of March. Headed back up there, and you said it's about what, 10 minutes north, 15 minutes north of
About 10,
Bainbridge,
15 minutes
of the north end of
from the barbecue place.
from the barbecue place.
You know which one I'm talking about.
I do.
Yeah, well, that southern sweet tea.
The Southern
Oh,
Sweet Tea.
shit.
You don't just have sweet. Don't break the light, man.
I will do what I want.
I mean, technically, it's your light because it shines on you. But
I'm Batman.
I know the engineering guy's going to get upset. So
Engineering
that
guy can suck on my socks.
So yep. So we'll get you up there, and
I'm pretty sure I'm going to get myself up there. Y'all just going to be along for the
I
ride.
heard through the grapevine. Of course, I'm not tied into the network of wrestling like you guys are, but I heard that there is going to be a special guest presentation by an individual named Dark Chords, and is actually going to show up in the Georgia Wrestling Old School Championship realm next month.
I heard that rumor too.
I heard that
Good
rumor.
fact.
That's it.
Heard that rumor.
I know this because I had to sign a disclosure that said Big Dave will shut the fuck up on the way up and on the way back. I'm limited to 25 words per trip.
Is that trip up, trip back, or trip all around?
No, that's trip up and back because old Big Dave is old,
Okay,
and he has to use the pisser on the regular.
we might have to remend that one because 9 times out of 10, Big Dave is the reason I stay awake on the way back.
So instead of me being polite and going, "Hey, Dravyn, can you pull over? I need to take a piss," I'm going to have to cut down on the words and just go piss.
Dave, piss
hour,
now.
Hour later, piss. Hour later, piss.
And I'm gonna be like, dude, we've been home for 2 hours. Go piss. I don't know why you sound like Queen right now, but
I'm
go
all
piss.
pissed out. Well, it's really funny because I got to piss on the way up, but once I get up there and I get that Southern sweet tea in me,
Way to get it.
I don't have to go as much.
Right, because it's sludge.
Because it's
It's almost
It's just wet
molasses.
sugar. It's just sludging
the
through
kidneys
your
are going. Kidneys
urine
are going. You
tract.
want to filter out what? How many grams of sugar?
All right, stop production. We need all hands on deck.
We're shutting down for a few hours.
Oh shit! But it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
We are doing this show. Actually, let me pull it up so I can get all the details right. 'cause
Get
this one-
factual. Hey, can you
this
just
one's
get
very near and
factual
dear.
for a minute?
Factual.
Actual and factual.
One half of the greatest tag team of all time in Georgia.
By the way, I do over here in the cup. I do have a soda, but normally it's sweet tea here. But you got to go to Georgia to get that southern sweet
So
tea.
this one, because every show we do in Georgia has a theme. Last month was Be the Hungry.
Right.
The one before that
right.
was the Christmas show, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This one is a benefit show for a little girl that needs a heart transplant.
Right.
Oh, no.
Her name's Aya. She's old.
Wow.
She's sweet as hell. Hopefully she'll be in attendance.
Okay, great.
Hopefully.
Was she in attendance last month?
No.
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
This is a show that got put together while we were putting that show last month together.
Oh, okay.
So this was supposed to be a separate show from our calendar and still do our normal show.
Mm-hmm. But they combined it.
Yeah, more or less because of her condition, and we're trying to fast track. Because
And-
right now the biggest issue is financials
Right.
and getting the transplant done. So we're doing our part to try to make sure it's gonna.
And they're hustling, trying to. I mean, they're installing an entire new building.
Mm-hmm.
The interior was gutted, and now they have to do the entire build out. I know.
I mean, it was a big old basketball gym. So it has like the old bleachers that pull out and shit like
Oh,
that. So
okay.
it's a big building.
It's a big building.
It just really needed a good deep clean.
Gotcha.
When I say muck,
Yep.
muck.
I have next show. I'll have to get. I always go to like Google Maps and I research the location and
I'll
research the population of what's the name of the town again?
Climax.
Ha
Climax.
Climax.
Somebody touched his no square. Goddamn Casper.
I want to know who named
He
it.
came out of the chair.
I'm
and
going to
everything.
look up the history and I want to know who named it. Climax, Georgia. Is
Oh.
it just?
It was probably your mom.
Oh, I don't ever think.
Wow.
No matter what I say at this point, it's going to be bad. So I'm going to shut up.
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been my
They're
mom.
probably like, how do we get people to want to come to our town?
That's it.
Hmm.
How do we get people to come to Climax? Well,
We're going to change the name to Orgasm. That's a
I mean,
little on the
is the-
nose. How
is
about
the-
Climax?
is
Okay,
it-
perfect.
Can you imagine graduating from Climax High? I'm like, come on, please.
Home of the wet socks.
I would.
I don't know. Those wet socks look a little stiff this season.
No, please, no. I graduated. He's a varsity. Home of the
Just a sad looking wet sock.
wet tube sock. It's got to have
the
colors.
mascot.
It's got to have the colors. Got to have the color bands around it. You know, the whole.
Oh.
I went to Climax High. Home of the
Their
wet
logo-
socks.
Their logo's like a sock version of Mr. Tally.
Oh, Lord. I see an image there being formed, but be careful.
Oh,
what you share.
God.
So
Wow.
anyway, we're doing this benefit show for her.
Okay.
Everyone needs to come out. It's gonna be great. It's
Yeah.
$20 for VIP. I think we have like 2 seats left for VIP as
Gotcha.
we're just recording. Front row's 15, general admission 12. I think with the VIP they do the signing meet and greets, so I'll be a part of that.
Cool.
Obviously. March 14th, it's gonna be in Climax. I'm not gonna put the address and everything here verbally. If you want to get the address and stuff like that, just go to the Georgia Old School Facebook page.
Maybe we'll throw
Everything is there.
we'll throw a link in there or something if we
I'm,
can.
I'm sure there's
Yeah.
a link somewhere.
Just Google Map Climax, Georgia, and like it's the biggest building in the place.
Close to it.
Yeah, I've never even
It's
heard
that
of this, so
and
it's gonna be-
13 houses.
Or
Yeah.
if you want to DM us or if you want to email us, talkinshit@gmail.com. Get all the information.
you all
that
the
you- that
information.
you can. If you feel like donating to the cause, get with us as well. We'll get the
do-
funds put together and we'll hand deliver them to Georgia Old School ourselves.
Well, I was gonna say, do they have a GoFundMe or anything?
No.
No. Okay, so they're-
everything we're doing that night is
just-
in house. I know I've set a percentage of merch sales and a percentage of
Mhm.
my payout's going to go into the pot as well.
Your merch sales did real good last show.
And I got more to come.
It was the first. It was the first show you merched out, and you merched well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Rip has all the pictures and shit with him, and he'll be in Miami that weekend. But I found a shirt maker that will make some Dravyn Grimes shirts.
No shirt.
Dirt cheap.
Dirt cheap.
Like it's probably going to cost me $5 to $6 per shirt.
Wow.
If I sell them for 15 to 20, take 25% of that.
Yep.
Put it in that, and I pocket the rest. But if you want good quality shirts, my man, where do we find those?
On our merch store.
The merch.
The merch.
The merch.
Links in the description.
But this shirt that I'm selling in Climax on the 14th is for that show only. So what I'm going to do moving forward is I'm going to have a special edition logo made, have the shirt maker make it. I'm only going to do about 10, 12 shirts,
Mm-hmm.
sell those off, and that's going to be the end of that run for that particular design.
Cool. So it'll be an exclusive.
Yeah, so, unless you like this design or if you like any of the previous designs, those are always going to be on our merch sites. I know we got the Garbage Pail Kids stuff coming up. We got the new Kill Shot logo coming up for Dravyn Grimes. But special show-only shirt, special show-only merch,
Sure.
they're only going to be there for that particular show.
Cool. I'm sure they'll do well.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Very
sir.
nice, very nice.
Very nice.
Well, fellas, I think it might be
Email
email time.
I don't even got it today.
Hold on, I'll help you. Looking up at my board, there it is. What is this? Finish it, finish it, finish it.
I thought he read the fucking the subject line.
Oh, no, not yet.
So what are we talking about today there, Dark?
Oh,
All right.
wouldn't he like to know?
Wouldn't he like to know?
I know.
I know you.
And just to repeat, we're
I'll-
going...
I'll give a hint. It's something we spoke about on this show today.
Okay, great. Well, it's just to recap. I know Dark's done it a few times. These are chat GPTs that Dravyn has put in specific information to kick out a storyline. 2 of them, actually. The second one will be Gen Z, but the first one, starting right here, is kind of in the formal Queen's English.
Did you pay him off for that? Because I remember last show saying that was the last time you were going to fucking explain shit.
It
This
was the
week,
last
he's the one
time.
who's fucking
It
explaining
was the last time he said it.
I didn't do it. You didn't see me do it.
Dark
You can't
Court's-
prove anything.
Just
Dark
so you
Chords.
know, quarter words are suspended during emails.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Take us away,
Because
Dark.
if he Gen Z'd us during the show, I was taking quarters back.
All right, so this is the formal email. The subject line: clarification requested. How does paying more help?
I
I need that on a shirt.
Harumph.
That's funny when you do it. I don't know why. It's just how he fucking gives it away.
I know.
All right, here we go.
Flex.
What? I aim to have. Yes.
Stopped him dead in his fucking tracks.
All right. Sorry, I was thinking about
That awkward pause better stay in that motherfucker.
I was thinking about climax. Can't wait for that expedition.
You know that particular female's not going on this expedition.
I mean, I'm sure the female species will make its way out in some way, or form, or fashion.
Like a snake.
No.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it. All right.
All right.
To whom it may concern, I hope this message finds you well, ideally before your next trip to the grocery store requires a small business loan.
It does today.
I write with the simple, possibly naive question: how exactly does paying more for goods solve economic problems? At some point, tariffs were presented as a bold strategy. The theory, as I understand it, is that by taxing imported goods, we make them more expensive, which somehow strengthens our position. Forgive me, but when something costs too much, my instinct is not to raise the price further and call it visionary. The sequence appears straightforward. Impose tariffs, importers pay more, companies pass that cost along, consumers fit the bill, and we applaud the discipline of it all. If the objective is character development through higher receipts, then mission accomplished. If the objective is economic relief, I may need a flowchart.
It's flowing. It's flowing.
God.
Yes, I understand the stated goals: protect domestic industry, rebalance trade, apply pressure abroad. Those are serious considerations. However, factories do not materialize overnight because cereal costs more. Infrastructure takes time. Supply chain takes planning. Meanwhile, the checkout line moves swiftly and without mercy. So I ask, respectfully but directly, if a household budget is strained, is the logical response to deliberately increase expenses and describe it as strategy? I look forward to the explanation, preferably one that does not require me to finance my pantry. Sincerely, the molasses.
Wow. True.
Finance your pantry.
Very true.
Finance my
Finance
pantry.
the
That's good.
pantry.
That's fucking good. I'm sorry, did I say from the molasses?
Yes, it did.
Miller the
Sincerely,
fuck?
the molasses.
The fuck?
The fucking phone listens to us every time.
Every
Bench
time.
Bar and Body Counts needs to get their shit together. They're not going back to CC's.
Have you still got that bench bar on retainer for the use of Chat GPT?
Among other things, yes.
Okay.
Among other things.
Other things.
They're working on my Fansly account right now.
Your what? Your OnlyFans account?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Don't look it up.
Uh,
As soon as it comes up, it's not his dick. I can see it.
it's 12 inches of pink screaming Jesus at.
Oh my God.
Got dicks like Jesus. Ooh.
OnlyFans be lit, son. OnlyFans be lit. right. Quick question. How the fuck is making stuff more expensive to fix?
That's how the Gen Z started?
That's the subject line of the Gen Z email.
Right.
How the fuck?
Hey, serious question. How exactly is paying more for everything supposed to help the economy? Because from where I'm standing, holding the grocery receipt that looks like a car payment, this math is not mathing.
Nice.
The plan seems to be slap tariffs on imports. Companies pay more. They pass that cost straight to us. And somehow that's the big brain move. If my budget is tight, my first instinct isn't to increase my own expenses and call it strategy. That's not economic genius. That's self-sabotage with confidence. These are the first time I'm reading these emails also.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even read them when I send them to you.
Yeah. Let's see. I get the pitch. Protect domestic industry, rebalance trade, flex a little on the global stage. Cool. But factories don't spawn overnight like it's Sim City. Supply chains don't magically fix themselves because my sneakers cost $40 more.
Okay.
All that really happens in the short term is consumers get bodied at checkout. If the long-term plan is trust the process, could we at least get a timeline? Because right now, the only thing arriving on schedule is higher prices.
Amen.
So genuinely, if a household is struggling, would the solution be to deliberately make everything cost more and call it smart? Or are we just pretending this is 4D chess while everyone quietly updates their budget spreadsheet? Asking for me and my bank account. Best, the molasses.
The molasses.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, both
Christ.
those emails drop some bars.
Oh, man.
Oh.
That's a fan favorite segment.
Oh.
There we go.
It's the Office favorite, too. Oh. So, real quick, I got one more before we can leave out of here.
All right.
And it's something we discussed at breakfast. The article that I found. Transitioning woman sues surgeon because they were not given the reproductive organs from a woman. And the quotation was, "Where the fuck is my uterus?"
Yeah.
So let's
So,
okay. I'm confused. So I'm sorry. Let me stop you guys. I'm confused. This individual was born as a man or a woman?
Man.
Okay, so it was born as a man, transitioning to a woman. You got to
woman.
keep it real simple for the old guy here, okay?
So essentially, in builder's terms,
We're building a woman today.
She thought changing the faucet meant changing all the plumbing also.
Ah, I gotcha.
You can't make it any more blunt.
You mean the interior doesn't get changed with the exterior?
Yeah, no, it's just supposed to make you look kind of like, not work.
I'm not even going to fucking say what I was going to say. You're
So-
going to edit so much shit.
So homie went in for a sex change operation.
Yes.
Came out looking like a woman, like at least anatomically
Right.
Well,
On the outside.
on the outside.
Sure.
And he was like, "So I can get pregnant now, right?" And they're like, "Nah, motherfucker, you're still genetically a man. What are you thinking?"
yeah.
Like, "No, but I just had a sex change. I should be able to get pregnant now, right?" Like, "No.
No, you
No.
Wow.
instead of
Dumbass.
giving dick, you now take dick.
Wow.
Yes. Now you get fucked."
No.
All right?
Yep. Might have something that looks like a vagina, but no uterus, no ovaries, no ability to reproduce.
No pleasure.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Me either. Like, do they magically think, like, if you transition to a woman, you have the sex change and stuff, they're just going to magically put little nerve endings down in essentially this cave where you're going to...
I heard somebody explain like the post surgery
Oh,
care needed
Jesus,
for a
yes,
sex
it's-
change operation. It's so
Give me the cliff notes.
essentially, your new vagina that they make is just an open gash. You have to keep something in there to keep it a vagina,
So it doesn't heal
so it doesn't
and close
heal
up. Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh,
Like your body
God.
is made to heal itself, and that's technically it's an injury to the body.
But yeah, so you got to walk around with something substantial in your hanging out of your body all the time, so it doesn't heal up. Like,
A new way to use the sock.
true. Same sock.
Damn, same sock. Well, you can't get yourself pregnant, so.
True.
Oh,
Wow.
It's
like I'm
yeah.
still just trying to figure out how you expect sex to feel good when all of those nerve endings. So
No,
to
they're
speak,
gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
They're gone. Goodbye.
Like you can have your penal clicked, fucking licked on and shit like that.
They're gone.
But other than that, like you're not gonna fucking feel anything good unless you like it in the ass.
It is. It is just. It's the movie Idiocracy all over again, and it just gets worse and worse. I didn't tell you about a story. I'm not even going to get into it because we're at the end of the show.
But does it have electrolytes?
Well, yes. Actually, this story does not have electrolytes in it, but it's just.
But we got to use Brando because
it's
it has
somebody who was
electrolytes.
arrested at the airport. It's somebody who was arrested at the airport for stealing a cup of water, and there's a charge for the cup. I mean, everything is expensive, and he refused to pay it, so the police were called, and then he copped an attitude, and the cops were like, we don't want to arrest you, and then so they're like, just cough up the money for the cup, and, you know, the employer was right there. It was not at the restaurant. And he's like, no, I'll go pay it. The cops were like, just give me the money. We'll go pay it. We'll come back with a receipt. He goes, no, you're not touching my money. So he goes up to the counter for a second time, hands the money. The young lady gets him a cup of ice water, which he didn't want a soda. He just wanted a cup of ice water, to which he slaps the water off the counter onto the floor, and they arrest him for public whatever. Over a cup of water. Please.
motherfuckers out there. Actions have consequences. This fucking generation doesn't believe that anymore. Like, mom and daddy's not going to help you when you show your ass to people who don't give a fuck about you.
And he was like 18. Is that still in the Gen Z current today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he was at the Orlando International Airport. So this is a Florida story. He was going to L.A. and got arrested. Now he's going to jail. He has just lost whatever the cost of. I don't know how much is it to cost to fly to L.A. nowadays. Not cheap.
Probably about 6 of them.
Yeah, so that money's gone. He's in jail. I missed it. 6'7".
6'9".
6'9". But yeah, it's just. I mean, we have hindered. In a good way, medically speaking, we have hindered natural selection. But the stupidity's just. It's not all about you, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, whoever. And I know adults that are doing the same thing.
Bet you.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm gonna bounce this off both of y'all.
Woo!
So backing up what you said, you're right. Actions have consequences. I think that's kind of been the theme of this entire show.
Yeah.
With other things we've talked about. But as far as him smacking the water, it didn't have electrolytes.
Did not. Didn't have electrolytes.
Should have had Brando. You're the one that brought up fucking Idiocracy. I don't know what the fuck y'all want from me.
Idiocracy, man. Just come on.
I guarantee you that little fucker, as soon as he got bailed out or released, he was on. Can't believe they arrested me for spilling water, bro. Can't fucking believe that.
Vince Russo was like, bro, I will book you.
It's just unbelievable.
They arrest me for wanting to drink water.
And I know that
Fuck
you know, YouTube and the internet brings out the extremes, that this is the small percentage of people, you know, that they're capturing these things on video. Most people, I hope, I just pray, when law enforcement is involved, that you respect the law enforcement, and if they're giving you an out, right, they're not arresting you for stealing immediately. They're giving you an opportunity to pay for the cup that you stole. You know, take the out, shut up, be humble, and go to L.A. And then you can complain about it all you want, but
just having to have the last word
oh yeah,
is so rampant right now. Like, your last word is what's fucking you up.
it is. That is the whole point. Is that if you just
Everybody wants to drop the mic. They want that mic drop moment. He thought he was slapping that off the table, like, fuck this whole place, mic drop, handcuffs. Like, you can't act like that in fucking public, dog.
I told you the story when I was leaving one of the clubs in Orlando, and this is 35 plus years ago, and I cut an officer's car off. I cut off a police officer. And she pulled me over, and I gave her my license, and I was polite, and she asked me if I had a drink, and I said yes, and, you know, I told her I was going home, and she said, well, if you go home, and, you know, the joke was, as I'm rolling up my window, by then a second officer had pulled up, and she turned around and said, did you see what that stupid son of a bitch did? He almost cut me off, and I almost started laughing, and I almost bit my lip till I bled, but the fact is, I worked with the officer. I gave the proper respect. I was in the wrong. I accepted that, and she gave me an opportunity to go home that night, and I took it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't mouth off to her. I took the opportunity, and to be honest with you, most of the time, law enforcement, if it's a minor thing, they will give you an opportunity. They'll give you an out. Shut up, take the out, go home that night. Because now he's got a criminal record. Now he spent the night in jail. Now he lost the flight. I'm sure he's flying out to L.A. for something specific, so now that's all been foobarred.
Oh, yeah.
You know? That's a military term, by the way.
Oh, I know what foobar means.
Yeah. Jeez. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. You make mistakes. I'm not saying to you, Dravyn. I'm just saying.
I think my grandmother put it best. Common sense isn't common anymore.
Common sense is not. Right.
Nope.
Well, with that, we wish you the best in wisdom, judgment, and sound thought train.
Oh, dude, I'm about to hurt
and an abundance of common sense.
I'm just being real. I'm about to hermit myself.
I mean, we've talked about, and on a positive note here real quick, because we've talked a lot about, what stupid people have done, but I go bicycling. Everybody knows this. I've talked about it on the radio, and I bike a decent distance, at least, an hour and a half to 2 hours every day if I can. With the wind that's going on around this place, it's a lot tougher. But the point being is, when I get to an intersection or I get to a driveway, like a gas station or something, people wave me on. People are polite. People back up their cars. People, so again, we're talking about a very small percentage of stupid. Most people are very professional and very courteous. So I just want to put that out there. The world's not coming to an end. I think for the most part, folks are good. For the most part. My dad always said, a lock is put there to keep an honest person honest.
Right.
There you go.
Absolutely.
I'm going to shut up and leave it at that.
Words of wisdom, bud.
Absolutely.
Golf clap.
Got the applause button ready there?
No, we said golf clap.
Oh. Golf, what is that? Golf clap?
Golf clap.
What is it? Oh, the quiet clap. Okay. I got you.
Obviously, he's never seen Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
No.
Really? You've never seen Happy Gilmore?
I probably have, but I forgot.
Adam Sandler choking out and Bob Barker choking out each other?
You got to remember, guys, I'm working
Golf
with
clap?
I mean, they did the golf clap.
Yeah, but that was it was first done on Caddyshack.
First movie I think of when I think of golf is Happy Gilmore. Just because Bob Barker went full Undertaker and cruiseled that motherfucker. Like, what the fuck?
All right, take us out of here.
Take us home, country road.
We're not talking about Kingsman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another riveting adventure into As My World Crumbles.
Oh, fuck.
No, I'm kidding. Thank you for joining us for Talking Shit down here in the Baja.
In the Baja.
So, for Dark Courts
That's me.
and Big Dave,
Big Dave, that's me.
I am the Molasses. This has been Talking Shit, and we bid you all
Adieu.
Adieu.
Talking shit, undead vibe, yeah, we never quit.